Starscream is too big, and this deluxe Starscream is too small. What are we going to do about this situation?
Behold, it is I, Voyager Starscream.
Whoa! Fuck!
If you don't know Starscream, then what the fuck is wrong with you? It's frickin' Starscream, one of the most popular Decepticons, the second in command, constantly trying to take over Megatron, and also a commander of snakes from what I heard. Starscream is ruthless and won't hesitate to dump his fellow members if trouble is near, taking any shortcut to get to his ultimate goal. Basically a YouTuber out for money. Here's Starscream in alt mode, but before we start, I'd like to say that this is the version that was sold before the fix. Later versions had a little tab in a joint that'll allow the wings to hold in place, more for robot mode, but I wanted you to know which one I got. With that, Starscream in jet mode is absolutely fucking sucks. Really, this is trash. I can't believe they decided to produce this without just making even a few tweaks. Just let's take a look at the pros. The stickers have some interesting outline detail, including some spooky Easter eggs. Ghost Attack, a reference to his ghostly appearance in Season 3, and D22, which that number was the original Japanese ID number. And I guess the alt mode shape is different to the original, but is that really a positive? Alright. Now let's shred some crap. The legs don't tab flush into the back. It's way too far apart and the legs don't combine well anyway, due to a stupid peg being forced against either side. I do not care for the shape. It's way too lumpy. What was the issue with the original? I don't mind something new like the leader class figure, but at least that was sharp and smooth. This is not that. The stickers. Holy fucking hell. What the garbage were they thinking? This completely ruins its look. Please, look up the Toy Hacks Upgrade Sticker Kit. Actually, I'll just link it in the description, because let me tell you, this, as is, doesn't work. I would be fine with it despite already peeling off the toy, but why silver? If they wanted to do a matching gray, fine, but this looks like shit, and there's no consistency, like a Tetris game of garbage. And look at the underside. Usually I don't care about kibble, but come on, at least try. At least you can attach the null rays, and that's fine, but the feet? Are you even trying? Oh! Need some giant, oversized thrusters. Like the Michael Bay films, they go bigger, but that doesn't make it better, just louder. Is it just me, or does the landing gear stick out too far? I guess it needs to be long to line up with the feet, but it doesn't even do that right. If this was my son, I would be disappointed. Alt mode is utter garbage, not worth your time. The stickers have its own pattern that does not float, the tabs don't work, the shaping's a mess. I'm not even sure if they tried. Let's hope the robot mode's better. Starscream in robot mode can be summed up in 2 words. Slightly better. I still have my issues, but it's not as bad. I will say, I kind of like the idea of making him bulkier. He is second in command of the Decepticons after all, but it's kind of round, simple, and uninspiring. Makes it feel like those simple Titan toys. Head sculpt's alright, feels like it needs more, but I like the classic vent ears, and his face feels scummy and slimy. And not growing into puberty slimy, more like Moe from Simpsons slimy. Did someone say articulation? Ball-jointed head, dumb neck flap. Shoulders out and in, forward and back rotation below, elbow bend, hips out and in, forward and back rotation below, and knee joint. Speaking of knees, I appreciate the panels covering the side of the legs. Like the school project you failed at, but you did something right to get a nice note from the teacher. I won't lie, it poses fine, especially with the weapons. You've got 2 null rays that may be short, but at least they get the job done. Basic gray colors, but at least they actually attach to the upper arms. You also get these feet pieces for combine mode. With the peg at the bottom and the hole on the side, you can extend the null rays to make... What? This is ridiculous, dumb, and just a lame excuse to force it into the robot mode. Yet somehow, I frickin' love it. It's just the right amount of dumb that doesn't save the toy, but at least makes it interesting. And the round bolt shape helps the aesthetic of it. Oh, you can add the enigma of combination. But what's the point except to put it somewhere? You can also add the Prime Masters to this toy, and good God, I love how, according to the cards, some of them just add to his sinister personality. Look them up, you can tell they had fun with it. At least the wing stickers are on the back, and there's enough enough separation of the jet mode to hide the terrible patterns, but the cockpit is... why is the new movie figure the only recent Starscream to use it for the chest? Speaking of stickers, these new ones aren't great either. Some of them are better, but some of them are still peeling off. The logo on the chest has seen better days. The back is on a joint that doesn't like to stay in place. However, you can imitate the Fresh Prince intro.
Now this is the story all about how I made the Autobots kneel down and bow, and I'd like to take a moment, just sit right there, and I'ma tell you how I became the Decepticon heir.
You can adjust the wings on a couple joints. So suck it, Leader Toy! As a Power of the Prime's Voyager figure, Starscream follows the trend of Combiner Wars, becoming a torso for a combiner. Because there's no specific combiner, there's no sense in doing a separate video, so let's check it out. While you can put on whatever you want for the limbs, the instructions show the entire Wave 1 like this, so that's how I set it up. You know what's the sad part? As far as this toy goes, this is the best mode he's got. Taking away the fact that this was never in the original toy, or that this likely affected the other two modes, the torso is mostly solid. You can ratchet the arms without flopping around, and the upper legs work fine for the most part. The elbow and the arm might disconnect, but that seems to be the only risk. Something from the chest could move out of place, but if anything, it would change the aesthetic slightly. I only focus on Starscream's articulation as the limbs are just regular schmucks. Head up and down, rotates, hips out and in, and rotation below.
Yeah, I forget to mention forward and back. Oh.
Don't like the hips on the back? You can hide them away thanks to the panels, and the null rays can be added as... somewhere to go. I don't think anyone would be surprised about the combiner head with the crown, but it looks fantastic. Pink and gold for the crown, simply molded but a great nostalgic look back. Also, duck lips, You can add the combination enigma to this mode if you like, but does anyone actually care? These blocks don't do anything other than, wow, combine stuff. You can swap out for any Prime Master, or you can add a face if that's your fetish. Starscream's feet can be used as shocking, the feet. And you can add the extra prime armor as heels, which help to get more poses. It's amazing that this is the best mode, but that's kinda sad. The superior mode is one that probably affected the others, and it makes you wonder, what would it be like if he was just a normal figure? However, Decepticon symbol crotch, can you argue with that? As Starscream, this is not a good toy. The alt mode doesn't hold, stickers are terrible, shaping is uninspiring, it's a mess. Robot mode isn't that bad. As a figure, it's okay, but it doesn't do anything exciting, or top plenty of other Starscream toys. I'd say get a Leader 1 or Grimlock over this. I'm sure another Voyager Starscream will come up, and hopefully they'll take the time to make sure it's worthy to be sold. Because as it stands, this figure is either lying or stupid.
I'm ready